It's time now for the Beer Chill Morning News on this Thursday morning, October 22nd, 2015. Good morning to you all this lovely Thursday morning, 22nd of October, 2015. Here now, your news and here tonight, top story at 8:30 in the morning time, here on this Thursday morning. Here is in Washington, where Hillary Clinton is scheduled to begin testifying Thursday morning before the Republican-controlled Benghazi committee, and the hearing that is expected to be highly partisan and last for many hours. In Lily Garcia's show live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, her big broad eyes sparkle just like her personality. Her parents say she swept the room and filled it with laughter as man confessed to killed 4-year-old Albuquerque road wage police said in New Mexico. Berlin, with Israelis and Palestinians caught in a number widened circle of bloodshed of a widening cycle. Secretary of State John Kerry met with Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Israel Berlin on Thursday and urged him to tone down the harsh language. Emergency services attended the scene. A masked man attacked people with a sword at the Grenland School in Trollhättan, near Gothenburg in western Sweden. Today, Doc Brown and Marty McFly arrived in the future, and on Jimmy Kimmel said, as Back to the Future star Christopher Lloyd says he'd like to be Doc Brown again. Overnight committees extinguished this church fire, St. Louis says. An investigation is ongoing. Here. But the campaign is still patchy as while the Pakistan Taliban has been forced onto the back foot of a Pakistan base militant efforts have been left undisturbed. Johannesburg, South African President Jacob Zuma will meet at university managers and student leaders on Friday amid a wave of student protests against punition acts. Zuma's office said. Haj Ahmed al-Husseini with Adolf Hitler in 1941. Adolf Hitler was born. Europe was pretty well, and the Nazis made him fall in 1939. And France followed year as American story beyond. Nano was coming to Palestine role in the Holocaust. Pakistan's alleged close ties to the Taliban and Islamabad nuclear arsenal are expected to be on the agenda with the U.S. Corey Jones grew up in a church, watched his grandfather preach acted in plays, directed by his aunt, and watched his uncles play drums. His family seeks answers after black drummer killed by Oxford, Florida. In Bloomington, Indiana, the FBI has opened a hate crime investigation into an attack on a Muslim woman in which police say a 19-year-old college student shot a bracelet and tried to remove her headscarf. Washington, the two leading contenders of the Democratic presidential nomination won't have to face off against the formidable and always unpredictable Vice President Joe Biden, who announced Wednesday afternoon he will make late. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 5 members of the fraternity at New York City's Brewer College will appear before a Pennsylvania judge for arraignment of a Thursday on charges of third-degree murder in 2013 days in death of a pledge. London, shares Wales and Europe and the Doll made slight gains on Thursday after an investor focused on a news conference by the head of a European central bank after left interest rates unchanged. McDonald's says it has sent and monster drinks at about 20 restaurants in the U.S. The latest sign that the chain is looking for the ways that are adapted to change in tastes. Midland, Michigan, despite sales being down 60% over the year. In the third quarter of 2015, Andrew Levins, chairman of the CEO of the Dow Chemical Company. Abbott Laboratories announced that its quarterly earnings results on Wednesday. The healthcare product maker reported 54 cents per earnings per share for the quarter, top of the analyst estimates of 53 cents. And now your stock market report here. Now, here. The Dow 17,168.61, S&P 500 20,18.94, and Nasdaq 4,840.12. Marty Ingalls, actor Shirley Jones' husband, dies at 79. A dwarf planet some 570 light years from Earth is slowly disappearing from the stars. The 10th radiation says the stars. Biology professor David Carrier and his students test the human cadaver heads to determine whether man's hands have evolved to not only be able to hold tools but also to punch more effectively. In and far off thread to build two twin stars are locked in the rare celestial embrace where this can be a boon for stellar physics. Cape Canaveral, Florida, and white dwarf star in the constellation Virgo turns out to be a Death Star worthy of Star Wars. Roughly 22 million American adults now use marijuana, doubling the number from a decade ago. Pot use increased dramatically over the past 10 years and now to percent in the United States. Children given an antibiotic gain weight more quickly than those who don't take the medicines, and their weight gain to be cumulative progress of new research shows. Fundamentally diet rich in fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains, fish, and healthy fats may be preserved a more youthful brain in old age. Immunogen incorporated citric cancer drug development with approach told that AG did not meet the main goal of the large study. Here's your news time, 8:35. Time out for a sports report here. The Boston Bruins fall to the Philadelphia Flyers in overtime, 5-4. Bruins have the night off while the Celtics preseason game will square off against the New York Knicks at the TD Garden. Here, Chicago, it was the final swing of the series for the historians of Ports and Age, as it was his final swing in the National League Championship Series of the baseball. Runoff, David Murphy's bat like an airbus lifted off the runaway in O'Hare as the New York Mets sweep the Chicago Cubs with an 8-3 victory as the Mets will await the winner of the Kansas City Royals Toronto Blue Jays game in the ALCS. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver on Wednesday called for the federal regulation of daily fantasy operators and said his league will continue in partnership with FanDuel despite multiple investigations into trade practices and questions. Pasadena, California. UCLA has yielded 124 points in his last 3 games in a defense battled by injuries and frustrated by his effectiveness. Matthew Stafford has just no gamekeeper was intended, but the Detroit Lions were trying to send the message to the officiation crew during the time for Sunday's game against the Minnesota Vikings. They did not do it, not so subtle way. Peter Chell News Time now 8:36 here. Time now for time now for a travel report here on this. Thursday morning. Okay, let's take a look at the traffic here. Let's start you off down and around here. Where 95 minutes southbound side is, so for protect all areas of downtown Providence here, gentlemen. After the 95 southbound around Route 146, so expect for delays here. 146 to the southbound side, so from Route 15 to Route 95. 195 on the westbound side, so from Seacock area to downtown Providence here. 95 southbound, so from Crescent all the way out to Route 37 to Warwick here. 95 on the northbound side, so from Route 37 to Warwick all the way out to downtown Providence here. Route 4 to the southbound side, so Route 102 to Exeter all the way out to North King Center. 130 to the westbound side, so for the Newport Bridge here. 99 on the Wolf End, slow before Route 140, before the 146 to the Wolf End, slow before Route 99, Lincoln North Smithfield section here. 99, the northbound side, so from 285 in Lincoln all the way out to Woonsocket here. 295 in the eastbound. Northbound side, slow around Route 95 in Attleboro here. 95 and 21st, slow, 95 slow from Route 1 in Shannon all the way out to Route 120 in the Canton here. 24 in the northbound side, so from 139 slow all the way out to Route 120 in the Canton here. Route 3 in the northbound side is slow from Derby Street in England all the way out to the Braintree Split. Here, 120 in the southbound side, so Route 24 in Randolph all the way out to the Braintree Split. Southwest Expressway to the northbound side, so from the Braintree Split all the way out to Mass Pike. Here, Southwest Expressway, southbound side, so from the Mass Pike all the way out to Dorchester. Here, 120 on the northbound side, so from Route 130 in Canton all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham. Here, 120 in the southbound side, so from Linfield all the way out to Route 20 in Waltham here. 298 in the eastbound side is slow from 146 to Route 9 in Worcester here. 146 northbound, so before 290 here. Timothy Tunnel Northbound slow. Mass back in it. Eastbound side slow after Route 495 westward to Route 9 in Framingham, doing an exit here on Route 9 around in the Mass Pack, so expect the delays here. And Mass Pack in the eastbound side. It's slow from 120 in Western all the way out to Boston University. Mass Pack on the westbound side. It is slow from Logan Airport all the way out to the Austin Brandon told to the break in for the Newton corner here. That's because we get an exit in the Mass Pack and then the westbound side after the Prue Tunnel here. 1 in southbound side, get it active around. Logan Airport around. Route 90 sold. 7 tunnel sold. Caroline tunnel looking good. Here, 93 in southbound side. It's sold from Stoneham all the way up to the Zakin Bridge. Here, 93 in the southbound side. Sold before Route 16 in Medford here. Route 1 in the southbound side. It's sold from Route 60 in Revere all the way out to Route 93 here. Route 2 in the eastbound side. Sold from Belmont to Cambridge Freshpond. Route 2 to the westbound side. Sold from Ford 225 Lexington all the way out to Route 128 here. 128 at the southbound side. Sold from Whitfield all the way out to Waltham. Route 120 in the northbound side is sold from 95 in Peabody all the way out to Route 114 in Peabody here. 95 in the northbound side. 128 sold from Kenton all the way out to Waltham here. 185 in the northbound side sold from 126 in Bellingham all the way out to before the Mass Pike in Westbury here. To the next one, 185 northbound before the Mass Pike here. 185 in the southbound side. It is sold from Clifton all the way out to Route 20 in Marlborough here. 185 in the northbound side sold from Harvard all the way out to before Route 3 in Lowell here. Route 3 the southbound side sold for the Bill Wicker stretch through it. Exited on Route 3 southbound right. Exit 27, so expect for delays here. 93 the southbound side sold out. Route 125 in North Andover here. 93 the southbound side. It's sold before Route 120 in Reddit here. 185 the southbound side. It is sold through the long stretch here. 93 on the northbound side. It is sold in the long stretch around Route 110 here. Up in New Hampshire. Every trip back is sold for the Merrimack stretch here. And the main trip back looking good here from York to Augusta via Paulton here. Okay, look at that. MBTA alerts here at 8:41 here. Green Line Express and minor lanes in both directions through a switch problem near Kenmore Station here. On the conveyor rail here. Havel Line, train 210, 9:05 a.m. from Havel, delayed weekdays 15-25 minutes at Andover and Belleville for Friday, October 23rd. And on the ferries, they are looking good here. Peter Chell News Time, 8:42 here, tied out for a weather report here. For today, sky shot Bay after 5 p.m. Areas of fog before 10 a.m. Otherwise, Punta skies about 70 degrees. Slight south wind giving southwest about 6 to 11 miles per hour in the morning. Wind gets high 24 miles per hour, just paid to 30%. Tonight, sky shot Bay before 8 p.m. Cloud skies during the early evening gradually cleared with a lower at 42 degrees. Southwest at about 7 miles an hour, becoming northwest after midnight. Just paid to 30%. Friday, sky sky about 52 degrees. Northwest at about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Gust high is 21 miles an hour. Friday, most coast skies about 30 degrees and north wind about 3 to 7 miles an hour. Saturday, both sides skies with a high near 52 degrees and light and variable wind. Saturday night, chance of showers may after 5 p.m. Punch fog up before 2 a.m. Then punch after 3 a.m. It was. Most skies got low at 41 degrees. It's chance paid to 30%. Sunday, chance of showers before 10 a.m. Punch fog before 7 a.m. was. Most skies got high about 63 degrees and chance paid to 30%. Saturday night, punch fog before midnight. Then punch fog up to 1 a.m. was. Punch got about 39 degrees. Monday, punch fog before 9 a.m. was. Most skies got about 34 degrees. Monday night, most skies got about 32 degrees. Today, Saturday podcast got about 54, about 38 degrees. And for Wednesday, most skies got about 57 degrees. Currently in Norton, it's 56 degrees with first skies, humidity 93%. That's going to be it for the Peter Chell Morning News on this October 22nd, 2015 on Thursday. Here is you have a good morning and good day. Here.